Well, hello and good morning. It's morning for me. I don't know when you're watching this, but this is day 2 of the FLIPback movement. This is really just my accountability video, making sure that I am letting y'all know we're going to keep doing this thing. So, first of all, can I just say, has anybody else noticed? I'm 46 now, right? So the older you get, the easier you want to have like dressing. I'm such a fan of like plain black t-shirts. I kind of get why Steve Jobs was like, I'm gonna do the black turtleneck. Okay, anyway. All right, well, I've got a couple questions for you all today, and I hope that you'll help me out. So as I was spending time this morning just kind of reflecting and thinking about, you know, the direction we want to go with the Flip the Gratitude Switch rewrite. First of all, let me just actually back up and say this. Thank you so much. I literally had no idea if anybody would like watch the video yesterday. I like expected 0 things. And there was a bunch of you that watched it and commented, and thank you. I'm so excited to be on this journey with everybody. I just think it's awesome. By the way, if you happen to get, read, purchase, whatever, the first book, I tried to include everybody that I felt like was a contributor in my life in the mentions at the end of the book. And so I was thinking about it this morning. I'm like, if anybody watches this video and likes or comments, like, I'm putting your name in the acknowledgments in the book. Like, I know that's going to be a ton of work when that time comes. Maybe there might also only be 3 people that are watching these videos moving forward. I have no idea. But if you like this at any point, and if you know, comment, I'm gonna put your name in the acknowledgments because I'm so thankful for you, because it means that we're doing this thing together. And so it can never just be my book, it's our book. Yeah, what a blessing. Appreciate you guys. So thank you so much for watching, commenting, etc. Okay, so now, as I was spending time and putting things together, I realized there's a couple things that I'm thinking about doing in the book. So one of them is I've realized over the last 10 years, and really longer than that, there's a bunch of ways that gratitude has played a massive role in my life during things like total financial ruin, like business about to close the doors, like foreclosure, you know, car repossession, just family stuff. And I had so many people over the years ask questions like, what about this? What about that? You know, terminal illness or loss of a child, and even just like anxiety. One of the things I did not fully realize is how much I suffered with crippling anxiety all through high school. Maybe I'll share that story in the book, or I'm sure I'll share it here another day, but like I missed half of 8th grade because of anxiety, but I didn't know that it was anxiety. And gratitude has honestly cured so much of that. So I guess what I'm asking is, what frameworks do you want? If you're watching this, if we're on this journey together, like, how do you, like, can you think of ways where you're like, oh my gosh, how could I be thankful in this situation? What about this? What about this terrible thing? I wrote down like 30 or 40 things today of little ways that I could put a framework in the book and say, this is how the flip formula can work in a framework for this situation. And so if there's something like that that's on your mind, you're kind of wondering about, will you just drop it in the comments and let me know? That'd be a huge gift and a blessing. Here's the other thing that I'm kind of a question here. I have no idea if anybody's still watching this video at 4 minutes, but I had this thought. My kids have been and my wife have been such a huge part of this journey with Flip the Gratitude Switch. And I feel like we've all benefited so much from it. And when my son Brody and I were in Arizona in January, we were going to a 49er game. My wife bought me tickets to go to a 49er game, which was my first ever 49er game, which was amazing, by the way. And we were in the car driving to the stadium, and he started telling me about the way that he views Flip the Gratitude Switch. Because the night before, I had a friend in Arizona that bought a bunch of books, and so I'd signed a bunch of books and was giving them to him. And so my son Brody was kind of thinking about gratitude, Flip the Gratitude Switch. And we were in the car, and he started to tell me that he wanted to write a book on Flip the Gratitude Switch and what he would say and how he would say it. I was like, that is so cool. And he actually like took time. That was really close. Okay, sorry. He actually took time and like wrote in school, like in a Google Doc, like his version of what he would want to say. And I was like, this is amazing. And I had the thought, I've got an elementary school kid, a junior high student, and a high school kid. And I talked to all of them yesterday, and I'm just curious if you think that this would be at all cool. What if I take each chapter upon completion and I give it to my children, and then we write, it's like one page, instead of a summary at the end of the chapter, what if it was like a flipping the gratitude switch for elementary school kids, one page. Flipping the gratitude switch for junior high students, one page. Flipping the gratitude switch for high schoolers, one page. And it's my kids' interpretation of how it would be applicable to people in their age group. And I just throw that in the chapter, and then I can put their names on the book, which I think they would think is cool. But also, that's not the primary reason. I don't think it really matters if your name's on the book. It's about the content we could deliver. Tell me what you think. Would you look forward to that? Would that be something that you're like, oh my gosh, that would be so cool, I would totally share that? Because over the years, I've had people kind of question and wonder, how do I teach this to my elementary school kids? How would I teach it to my junior high student? How would I teach it to high schoolers? And so what if we give perspective from each of them? And maybe that can help others know how to make it applicable for those age groups. Anyway, just a thought. Tell me what you think. So number one, what frameworks are you looking for? Number two, do you think it would be cool to have some youth perspectives on each chapter? And number three, thank you so much. You're amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm going to keep posting. We're going to keep doing this thing. It's going to be awesome. And don't forget, if you comment or like, I'm totally going to put your name in the book. It will go in the acknowledgements. All right. I just got here to the office. You guys are amazing. Thanks. See you. Bye.